Hello friends, welcome to I.A.S YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to learn the daily news analysis of 1st September 2025. The headlines of the day is India China committed to cooperation, fair resolution of boundary issues, says PM Modi. Many cloudbursts are on the rise, says IMD chief. India's economy churn and the nectar of the growth. Giving wings to India's youth through PM Vikasit Bharat Rozgar Yojana. The importance of India's federal design at present situation. Indians should follow mantra of vocal for locals, says PM in Man Ki Baat. Data show seas rising faster around Maldives Lakshadweep than believed. The detailed analysis of the news. India China committed to cooperation for resolution of boundary issues. Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday underlined the importance of peace and tranquility on the India China border for the continued development of bilateral relations at his meeting with the Chinese President Xi Jinping. Meeting on the sidelines of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization summit in the northern Chinese city of Tianjin, the two leaders agreed on the need to strengthen people to people ties through direct flights and visa facilitation, building on the resumption of the Kailas Manasa Sarovar Yatra and tourist visas amid an improving relationship between the neighbors. Mr. Xi Jinping said that border issues should not define overall relationships. The two leaders noted with satisfaction the successful disenchantment last year and the maintenance of peace and tranquility along the border area since then. They expressed a commitment to a fair, reasonable, and mutually acceptable resolutions of the boundary. The Ministry of External Affairs said in a statement following the meeting. The next article of the day is Mini cloudbursts are on the rise. The chief of IMD says that rainfall in September, the last official monsoon month, is like in previous months. It is expected to be above normal or 9% more than the usual average of 16.7 centimeter. Except for the northern eastern states and parts of the extreme, the southern states, the rest of the country is expected to receive above normal monsoon. The 3 month monsoon so far have seen above normal rainfall in line with what IMD had forecast in May. The rainfall from June 1st to August 31st was 6% above the normal 70 centimeter. That is usual for the 3 months. Northwest India, comprising the Uttarakhand, most parts of Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Jammu Kashmir, and Rajasthan, and finally in Delhi. In Delhi, saw 26% more rain than what is the typical for these 3 months. The IMD chief is extremely explained that the active monsoon in northern India that saw large scale destruction of lives and prosperity in Himachal Pradesh, Jammu, and Uttarakhand. It was due to a confluence of several western disturbances, and it shows that storms from the Bay of Bengal moving northwards, leading to several episodes of intense rain. This is likely to prevail during September too. Since 1980, we have noticed an increasing trend in the rainfall India receives during September. The next article of the day is India's economic churn and the nectar of the growth. India's fact rich story of resilience, growth, and energy security will silence the global doubters who call it a dead economy. Indian civilization has long believed that trial precedes triumph, like the churning of the ocean. Samudramanthan, where turbulence yielded nectar. Our economy churns have always produced renewal. From the crisis of 1991 came liberalization, and from the COVID 19 pandemic came a digital surge. And today, from the cacophony of doubters calling India a dead economy, emerges the fact rich story of resilience, fast growth, strong buffers, and broader opportunity. The considering of the latest GDP numbers, the real GDP grew 7.8% in quarterly financial year of 2025 and 2026, a 5 quarter high. Crucially, this growth is broad based. The gross value added is up to 7.6%, with the manufacturing 7.7% and construction 7.6% and service approximately 9.3%. The nominal GDP has expanded 8.8% quarterly first financial year of 2025 and 2026. This is not an arbitrary spike. It reflects rising consumption, robust investment, and the payoff from steady public caps and logistics reforms that reduce cost across the economy. The next topic of the day is giving wings to India's youth through the PM Vikasit Bharat Rozgar Yojana. In India, Pradhan Mantri Vikasit Bharat Rozgar Yojana is a concrete steps towards converting demographic dividend into public prosperity. In huge population, India's growth story has always been written by its Samashakti or labor power. There has been a remarkable arc in India's economic progress over the past 11 years under the Prime Minister Narendra Modi leadership. India has risen from the world's 10th largest economy to fourth largest economy. It has carved out an enviable niche for itself in the global arena, and the strength of its human resources has had no small role to play in this journey. Fueling this success story is the fact that India's economic growth has been accompanied by an unprecedented expansion of employment. According to RBI, while only 2.9 crore jobs were created between 2004 to 2014, over 17 crore jobs were created in the decade that followed. Formalization has also accelerated as per EPFO data shows. The next article of the day is the importance of India's federal design. At present, the Supreme Court has recently sought a detailed response from the center on this issue of restoration of statehood to Jammu and Kashmir. Considering the significance of the principle of the separation of powers, the top court of rightly said that did not possess all the expertise and that there are some decisions to be made by the government. The court is hearing the plea in Zahur Ahmad Butt versus Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. It has been argued that the failure of a restore statehood to Jammu and Kashmir is affecting the rights of the citizens there. Another argument in this context is that it is also violating the essential features of federalism and thereby the basic structure of the constitution. There are three processes enshrined in the Constitution of India for creating a new state. First of all, they need to admit and then establishment, then formation. The for admission of their new state into the territory of India, the entity should have its own organized political unit. If it is also required that admission through acquisition shall be guided by international law. This was the process by which Jammu and Kashmir was admitted into India's territory through the Instrument of Accession in 1947. By executing this instrument under the provisions of Indian Independence Act 1947, the then ruler of Kashmir, Maharaja Hari Singh, agreed and assigned a state to India. The next topic of the day is Man Ki Baat. Indians should follow mantra of vocal for local, says our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. On Sunday, urged Indians to take a pride in Swadeshi, made in India products as the festival season approaches. In his monthly radio address, Man Ki Baat, he stressed that India should follow one mantra, vocal for local, one path, Atmanirbhar Bharat, self reliant India, and one goal, developed India. This is very important for your examinations. One mantra is